just ask you this. So originally, the CIA, do you remember this, was an early investor in QTEL, the venture capital arm, was an early investor in Palantir. This is why I'm asking the question, actually, because I think there's a lot of people who are looking right now at sort of the industrial policy of the country. The country is taking stakes in businesses that they think are important, national security issues and the like.
But isn't that a classically social democratic view?
Well, maybe it is. But my question to you, it was just going to be, if the White House came to you and said, look, hey, Alex, we really like you. We think you're important to this country. You're a very important part of this. And if we're going to continue to give you these contracts, we want a piece of the action. What you would think of that?
I mean, we'll cross that road when we get there. My understanding is people who are in dire trouble go to the White House and ask for money, and they say, we've made horrific business decisions, and we want your help. Why wouldn't the American people participate? One of the biggest problems, if you get to, let's just take, what is the biggest problem in this culture? I'll tell you the biggest problem. No one believes the institutions are credible. And why don't they believe they're, and I struggle to believe they're credible too, because these business leaders make completely stupid decisions. And they get bailed out. A year later, they're getting huge bonuses. And what do the American people get? Nothing. And that's a huge problem. If you make, so I think the real version is, I made a lot of decisions when we began talking, annoying each other 10 years ago. Hopefully I'm annoying you as much as 10 years ago, or more. When I made you know this, yeah. Every decision Palantir made, FDAs, going public, building products, enterprise, large data sets, going to government, acknowledging American superiority, being pro-meritocracy, launching an AI platform, calling into question that AI models would actually be able to perform without orchestration. Every single one, our ontology, every single one of those was viewed as stupid. You know what I actually have grown to appreciate about capitalism? All the people who made the right decisions went broke, are going out of business, or now have to copy us. Microsoft launched ontology. Everyone wants to do FDEs. Everyone basically copies me and Palantir. That's what I love about this country. If you want to make your stupid decisions and then you go to the White House and ask for money, you should absorb the full risk of that. And I'll tell you the full risk of that. Somehow your salary should be capped to the point where you make a lot of money for the American people. If I was absorbing the full risk of our stupidity, you were absorbing the full risk of my stupidity by putting me on there and knowing all the crazy shit I was going to say, and you were going to have to sit there and listen to it. And you did it. And again, and we're both absorbing the full risk of each other's splendor. At the moment where I am wrong, I have to pay the price for it. Just like, you're at the top of your game. Whether we want it or not, you're at the top of your game. Everybody wants to talk to you. Okay, sometimes that's annoying. Okay, it's like I was talking to you when, there were other people above you. Now I'm talking to you when no one's above you. Okay, now, yeah, it's true. And people think I'm moderately successful now. Okay, so we at Palantir absorb the full risk of our failure. And everyone else should too. And the critique I get in Wall Street is I'm an arrogant prick. Okay, great. Well, judge me by the accomplishment, the delta between what I've done and my arrogance. That's the definition of arrogance. If you're right a lot, maybe exerting that you're going to be right tomorrow is pretty important. And when we're not right, I pay the price every day. That's why we have this incredibly painful internal structure of flatness, so I can hear how wrong I am all day. And we absorb the risk of that. And I think in this culture, not enough people, again, the only people who pay the price for being wrong in this culture in complete fashion are poor people. The rest of us somehow outsource all the times we're wrong and stupid to the whole society. But if you're poor and you're a soldier or you're poor in the ghetto, when you're wrong, you go to prison or you die.
I got to